Let me ask you something. If I handed you $1 million right now, cash, no strings attached, how long do you honestly think it would last? A year? 6 months? Or would it disappear faster than you want to admit? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't have a money problem. They have a behavior problem. And that's exactly why people who win the lottery end up broke again. So if you're sitting there thinking, once I get money, everything will be fixed. No, it won't. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact investing system that actually builds wealth from nothing. No hype, no gambling, no get-rich-quick garbage. Just real strategies that compound money over time. And if you actually follow this till the end, you won't just think differently about money, you'll start playing a completely different game. Let's kill the biggest lie first. Wealth is not created by luck. Wealth is not created by timing. Wealth is not created by chasing trends. Wealth is created by consistency plus strategy plus patience. But most people, they're addicted to shortcuts, crypto hype, stock tips from friends, random YouTube gurus. They jump from one thing to another like they're chasing dopamine, not building wealth. And that's why they stay broke. Here's the reality. You don't need 10 strategies. You need one solid system, executed for years without distraction. Let's be real. You cannot invest what you don't have. If your income is low, your investing results will also be low. It's that simple. And this is where most people mess up badly. They try to save every dollar, cut every expense, live like a monk, but ignore the one thing that actually matters: earning more. You can only cut so much, but your income, that has no ceiling. So instead of obsessing over saving $5 on coffee, focus on learning high-income skills, building a side hustle, starting something scalable. Because one extra income stream can change everything. And no, you don't need some crazy startup idea. You need value. Skills that people are willing to pay for. Because the faster you increase your income, the faster you can invest. Now listen carefully. Just because you start earning more does not mean you should start spending more. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it destroys people. They go from $40,000 income to $100,000 income, and somehow they're still broke. Why? Because their expenses grew with their ego. Better car, better clothes, better lifestyle, but zero real wealth. Here's the rule. If your income increases, your investments should increase faster than your lifestyle. Otherwise, you're just playing rich, not becoming rich. If you have high-interest debt, credit cards, payday loans, anything like that, stop everything. Seriously, investing while carrying high-interest debt is like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. You're losing money faster than you can grow it. Pay it off, aggressively, because the guaranteed return from eliminating debt is often higher than anything you'll earn investing. Before you even think about investing, you need protection, because life doesn't care about your plans. You could lose your job, get sick, face an emergency. That's why you need a freedom fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses, not for luxury, not for investing, just for survival. This gives you power. The power to say no, the power to take risks, the power to not panic. Without this, one bad event can destroy everything you built. Now we get into actual investing. And here's where people expect something exciting, something flashy. But the truth? The best strategy is boring, and that's exactly why it works. Let's talk about index funds. Instead of betting on one company, you invest in hundreds at once. Companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, all inside one investment. So if one fails, you're protected. This is called diversification. And over time, this strategy consistently beats most investors. Why? Because it removes emotion. No guessing, no panic, no overthinking, just long-term growth. Now let's address something honestly. Individual stocks. Yes, they can make money, but they can also destroy you. Because most people don't invest. They gamble. They hear a tip. They follow hype. They chase trends. And then they lose money. If you don't understand what you're investing in, you shouldn't be investing in it. Simple. Smart investors study financial reports, business models, future potential, not just price charts. Now let's talk about something powerful. Real estate. This is where wealth starts scaling faster. Why? Because it gives you cash flow, monthly income, appreciation, property value growth, leverage, using borrowed money. But here's the mistake beginners make. They jump in too early, without capital, without knowledge, and they get crushed. So don't rush. Build your base first, then enter real estate smartly. There are two main paths. 1. Capital gain investors. Buy low to sell high. Flip properties, fast profits, but also higher risk. 2. Cash flow investors. Buy properties that generate monthly income. Rent covers mortgage. Consistent income, lower stress. If you want stability, cash flow wins. This is where things get interesting. Once you build skills, you can invest not just money, but value, helping businesses grow in exchange for ownership. This is how real wealth is built, because now you're not just investing money, you're influencing outcomes. At the end of the day, this isn't about stocks or real estate or strategies. It's about how you think, because money follows behavior and behavior follows mindset. If you're impatient, you'll lose. If you chase trends, you'll lose. If you avoid learning, you'll lose. But if you stay consistent, think long-term, and play smart, you win. So now the real question is, what are you going to do next? Keep watching random videos or actually start building something real. Because information without action is just entertainment. And if you're serious about changing your financial future, then don't stop here. There's a next step you need to take, and trust me, it's the one most people ignore. Click on the next video, and I'll show you exactly what that is.